Beard Wizard family, welcome back to the show. This is day 20, Battle of the Beer Advent Calendars 2023, where the Kalia Beer Advent Calendar from Germany is facing off against the Illinois Beer Advent Calendar from Lodi Tap House here in Illinois. We've got a collection of German private and small batch breweries versus a collection of Illinois small batch and craft breweries. In day to day, I tell you which one I like better. It is a non-scientific live review. They're not the same styles day to day. They're not the same things day to day. And I'm a pretty particular person when it comes to beer. And today's gonna test my limits. I think we'll see. Actually, there's another beer in there that I am not looking forward to at all. But anyway, before we get into that, make sure you click the red subscribe button and join the Beard Wizard family. Stay up to date with everything that's going on. You can follow me on social media. Links are all in the video description below, especially under the Linktree link for everything related to my projects, my content, my books, all of the stuff that's available. So, this is a live review show. I do like to make it as informational and educational as possible. So first we're going to talk about the beers. We're going to talk about the breweries and the beer styles. And then we're going to sample. I'm going to tell you which one I like. So, up first, and I've had this one before. Last year, Germany won. Some of these beers made a repeat into this year's box, but there have been some new ones. This one is Herrnbrau's Premium Bavaria, traditional Festbier. Beautiful can, Herrnbrau. I'm probably not saying that right. But very pretty can, very pretty coat of arms on the can. All very, very German when it comes to branding and all that. Now, Herrnbrau, their history, their roots go back to 1527, where you find the earliest evidence of the Herrnbrauery, as well as the name of the adjacent Herrnbrau Brew House. On January 11th, 1873, the Daniel Brau and the Herrnbrau became formed one of the first stock corporations in Germany. Earliest evidence of the Herrnbrauery based on the interest deed for the dwelling of the citizens Ursula and Hans Hiltwein from Saturday after Willibald 1527. That's the earliest mention of this brewery. And on their website, they actually have, it looks like the deed, like an official document. It's like a scan of this official document in German, really pretty calligraphy, all handwritten, obviously. And so this brewery has been around a long time. And now a Festbier, we've talked about them before, we've had them before, but a Festbier is kind of like a lighter version of your Oktoberfest Marzen style beer, which most of us are familiar with. Often when you buy an Oktoberfest, you kind of have to look and see whether you're getting a Festbier or a Marzen, because in the States, we often confuse the two, or we just say, because Oktoberfest style beer is not a real style of beer. I know some people are going to argue that point. They're going to, everybody's going to disagree on that. But an Oktoberfest is usually a Marzen, which is the style of beer. It's just, everybody calls it Oktoberfest because Marzen is a German style beer and everybody just associates it with Oktoberfest. But sometimes, and I've had this, but actually had this past fall, I don't remember which brand, but their Oktoberfest beer was a Festbier, which is a lighter version. Almost the same as a Marzen. It's just lighter. It's a little less heavy. It's a little, it's literally lighter. It's not as dark as a Marzen. But it's similar in flavor palette and all of that. I like both. I don't think one's better than the other. It's just Marzen is the more common Oktoberfest style that you get here in the States. So that's from Germany. Now, up from Illinois, from Liquid Love Brewing Company, is their Jingle Bear. And you can see all of the stuff that's in this beer. And very cool can. I like it. Actually, when I saw the can at first, this is what I saw. And I thought it was some sort of Dr. Seuss. I'm like, oh, is this like a Cat in the Hat beer? Oh, no, it's I guess, supposed to be a red and white tree. I don't know. Or garland or something. But interesting can. I like it. Now, we'll talk about the brewery first. Liquid Love Brewing started, it says they started with a love for beer and a devotion to excellence in our ingredients. Our focus is bringing you beer at its heart. The beer we create is defined by bold flavors tempered by our passion for delicious food, both in Chicago proper as well as across the country. I believe they're in Buffalo Grove, which is Buffalo Grove, which I think is a suburb of Chicago. A lot of cool art on their cans, I see a lot of IPA labels. I don't see a lot of history of the brewery, so I don't know how long the brewery's been around. I don't know any of that stuff. Now, I've talked about this before. I'm pretty particular about beer. I like beer with flavor, not necessarily a fan of flavored beers, because they're often just, they don't work. There's too much of something. There's not enough of something. It doesn't taste like beer anymore. Coffee beers tend to just taste like black coffee. And, so this one I don't know if they could possibly put more flavors in this one. Brown ale with maple, coffee, cacao, cocoa, or raw cocoa, cinnamon, and vanilla. I don't know. We'll see. I'm keeping an open mind, but that's a lot of flavors in a beer. It's a brown ale. I like brown ales. Brown ales tend to be, we've had a brown ale before. They tend to be sort of hoppy, dark, nutty, roasty. Newcastle is a brown ale, if you've had that. So I like brown ales. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not so sure about this one. But I haven't tried it yet, so we'll see. And we're going to start with the U.S. beer first because I think we started with Germany yesterday. It had quite a nice head on it when I poured it. Again, it's been sitting here for a minute. It's still retaining much of the creamy sort of layer on top, sticking to the side of the glass. That's good. Means there should be a lot of flavor, carbonation, a lot of aromatics that we're going to get out of this. Hopefully sort of open this whole thing up for us. So it's also very dark. Brown ales tend to be dark. I don't know that they're this dark, but cheers. It's got a lot of aromas going on. Surprise, surprise. That tastes really good. I'm going to eat some crow on this one. That's actually really good. I can taste the sort of chocolate, the bitter chocolate. Now, cacao, if you're not familiar, is like, it's like pure chocolate, and it's usually used in baking. Well, you'll see like 70%, 80%, 90% cacao bricks and blocks and stuff is generally used in baking because it doesn't have much sugar added to it. It is just straight chocolate. And so it's going to be bitter. It's going to be very rich, usually. And the higher the percentage, obviously, the more pure chocolate is in it. I get a little bit of the coffee flavor in the vanilla. I don't taste any cinnamon, but that could just be everything else kind of washing it out. I am 100% shocked that I like that. That is really good. That's got a lot of great flavor to it. It's got good carbonation, and yeah, that's a good beer. I like that. Well done, guys. Well done putting all of those flavors in a beer and nailing it, landing it, because again, a lot of flavored beers just, they don't work, so I know everybody likes to play around with this stuff, but make beer taste like beer. That tastes like beer with a hint of those other flavors. That's why that one's good, because it still tastes like beer. All right, now we're going to try this Festbier from Herrnbrau. I don't remember if I liked this one last year or not. We're going to be trying it out from my glorious Battletech Stein. I am a gamer. I'm a Stein collector and a beer drinker, but I'm also a gamer. And if you didn't notice, it has a little joystick as the handle here. And I'm not going to tip it so you can see it, but the top is the face. If you guys are familiar with BattleTech and you know what this is, the top of this is the Atlas mech, which is a giant robot that they use to fight each other in this, this thing in this game. All right. Prost. Oh, that's really good too. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. They're both good. This is the hard thing, is there's only been a couple days like this where they're both good, where I enjoy both of them, where I would actually... I need to try this again, though. I'm getting an aftertaste that's a little odd. It's got a bit of a weird aftertaste, and it's actually a little... Now that I try it again, it's a touch bland for a Festbier. While a Festbier is not a Marzen, it's not as dark and rich as a Marzen. It should still have more flavor than, say, your average Pilsner or Lager. It should be richer. It's definitely the right color. It's kind of a golden brown, which is what it should be. Almost the color of baked bread. The crust on a baked bread. I'm getting a strange sourish aftertaste. It's not bad. I don't know. Man, I'm going to have to try that other one now. This is going to be a tough contest. This is going to be a tough one. All right. One more go at this one. You know what? I quite honestly, and the can helps because it's got a beautiful can. We're going with Illinois today. I just really like the way those flavors come together. I like that it still tastes like a brown ale. It doesn't taste like a coffee beer or a vanilla beer or a chocolate beer. It tastes like beer with a hint of those flavors in it. So well done on that. There's something about the Festbier that's just a little... I think if I'd had any other beer out of the Illinois box with this one, the German beer would have won. But between these two, man, I got to give it to this one. Great beer, well done. The flavors are fantastic. And I'm surprised because I don't normally go for beers with this much sort of flavoring in them. So well done, guys. Illinois wins it. Germany is still winning, but we've got, 4 more days left? Yeah, so we're getting close. I'm going to have to go back and watch and see how many times Germany has won versus the U.S. I think Germany's ahead by quite a bit, but there still might be a chance for Illinois to pull ahead with just 4 days in the win today. So we'll see how it comes out. Stick around. It's It's Warning Wednesday, so I'm going to be doing Beard Wizard reviews here in a little bit with the warning, and come back tomorrow. Good Lord, now I've got the hiccups. Day 21 tomorrow, and we are here quickly coming up upon my winter break, where I will be trying to give you as much gaming content as possible, both on YouTube and on Twitch, so check that out as well. I'll see you guys again soon. You have a great one. Much love.